Hello my friends, welcome back to Vampyr. So we last left off with entering our office after Dr.
Swansea asked me to collect you, Dr. Reed. Hurry up.
Offered us a room.
It's
safe
locked.
haven
Not
basically.
Want to make wait, Doctor. I've patients to attend.
You're so like bossy.
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
Sorry. There's nothing here.
Some of the patients won't last the night without them. Honestly, sir, I'm beside myself.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first.
Why did you look at me?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital.
Morgue key.
A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
She looked at me. Instead of our boy here, she looked at me. Alright, let's go see if we can we're still at the 3rd floor, but I don't know if we should explore it right now. Oh, guess not. Okay, that's good. Let's check the other side. Maybe it's the other side is different. Maybe there's a way. See, our health increased because we upgraded it, and our stamina. Big difference in stamina. Look at that. It's a lot of stamina. Enter the background garden. We still. Oh, where's that guy? I wanna suck his blood.
I know that Pembroke will prevail and survive.
He should be over here. No, he's by the corner, right? Glass valve. Was it like that, or did it refresh? The other side. Where did he go? He could have gone up. There's a doctor in there. Just a nurse. There's a crazy witch. Oh, it's this guy. It's this guy. Let's see if we can
Good evening. Evening.
Ooh, I still want more though. Yeah. Yeah, let's wait. Just remember, let's just remember like to come back to him. So enter the old morgue and enter the background garden.
It's locked.
So that ones are 360 meters. What about this side? 95 meters. Is this what you meant? No.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
We're in the garden, right? No, I don't think so. This is the garden. Oh, can we use? Yes. Ah! Eat him, eat him. Alright, let's do this, buddy. Oh, we regenerated health. So. Okay, we have so much stamina, we can do like 4 hits. So much to explore. I'm like, I don't even know which side to go first. Oh shoot. Hey buddy. Bite him, buddy. Bite him. Oh yeah. Water sturdy blood sample. You have to find the lost wallet. Is that a monster in there? No, it's that one guy that we're supposed to suck his blood. My back is itchy. But I have no one to scratch it for me. If there's nothing in here, then why would you even give me crate? Oh wow, there's 2 in here. Okay. Okay, that's good. That's good. We could do so much. We have so much stamina. This is like no problem. Here's the wallet. Photograph of a smiling, loving couple with a few words on the back. Melton and Pippa forever.
So, Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are an item. Those two have hidden their affections well.
Hawkins and Mr. Hooks. Hawkins and Mrs. Hooks. So then we're definitely gonna talk to them again. Anything else? Oh. I thought something shiny was over there. We're getting close to our objective. That looks like a lot of enemies in here. I feel like there's a boss in here. Bullets, shotgun shell, that's good. I like how the supplies are scarce. And that you have to be, you know, you can't just keep shooting or etc. You gotta be kind of thinking about your movements, your combat before it starts. Quarantine, contagious disease. Contagious disease, yep. If you're not strong enough, remember that the blood of citizens is the fastest way to evolve. Yes. Yes, but you also need the highest XP. Because, you know, there's not many people you can keep, you know, sucking the blood from. So you gotta make sure as much as possible get their max hints so that you can get the most out of your XP. It's not like there's unlimited people here. You can just keep sucking the blood. Wow, this is a lot of close range right here. Not yet. I feel like something's gonna come out of and just like attack me from behind. That's why I'm worried behind me. I'm very cautious behind me. We were just here, right? Yes.
It's locked, all right.
The basement. Find some ferocious tartrate. Find some quinine. Sodium. So these are materials we need to create something. I figured the basement. 5 shillings, that's good. Any more shillings? There's one, but let's check first.
Balls of Mars, fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron target, and that might prove itself useful. Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
But they're kind of like a zombie. They're not like a vampire like me with, like, you know, powers and control.
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Yep. That's the one we thought we saw. That was locked. Oh, I saw something shiny over here. Can this door be open? I thought I saw something shiny. Whoa! Oh my god, that scared me. That scared the shit out of me. That scared me, oh my god. Oh. Yeah, you know, I wasn't scared or anything, you know. Oh shit. They're vampires! Come on, I'll take you on, buddy. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Are you down here waiting for me? Yep. Oh, there's a lot of you.
These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
Anything in this corner? Nope. Shotgun shells. Where'd we get that from? I see you there, buddy. More shillings. Nah, I saw an enemy over here. Let's go take care of him first. So we heal ourselves. There's that door. Oh, that's another door. Uh-oh. I see you there. Are you gonna get up and... He looks safe though. But never assume. What happened to you, buddy?
It's locked.
Locked! So many locked doors. Death report. Local investigations. A new citizen investigation available. Press tab to open the local investigations menu. Citizen investigations are displayed here, categorized by districts. You can start a new citizen quest by tracking it with left click, then access to your map to look at the area to explore. Okay. Treatment for headaches. So we're in the hospital right now. Where are we? Find some sodium hypholate. Night shift. Help the hospital cope with epidemic. Need to find sodium and... Okay, so...
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report.
Blood absorb. You just acquired a new type of offhand weapon. Equip it and press enter to directly absorb blood. Ooh.
I'd better look into this.
Ooh. What you mean? Offhand. 3 blood absorption. Okay. You absorb blood with it. What happens if you use 2? Right? Or do you have to do it one by one? Right? So we have 100, okay. I really want to open those locks, man. What's that over inside there? Feels like there's something inside there. Oh, we were just here, okay. Oh, there's like something gonna come here. I know it. I knew it. John Doe. Hey, John Doe, bro. I need more stamina. Hold on. I need more stamina. Whoa, 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 whoa. Can we switch right now? We can. Can we? Change for, let's say, a shotgun. Yep. Let's see how that does. Reload, reload, reload. No! Almost there, almost there. I was reloading, right? Ha ha ha! We took him down, guys.
Can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
Yes, it is. Quite tempting, brother. But you need to If you want to be the strongest, you want to survive. Just because you're immortal, you know, a vampire doesn't mean you can't die.
Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient.
Let's go change back our weapon to a steak.
In the proper dosage.
Okay, so we don't have anything to analyze. We can craft 20 points instantly, then 150 points over 15 seconds. Oh, that's very strong. We need sodium hypochlorite solution. Anything else? I guess that's it. Bring the wallet back to Oh wait, what's this? Oh, we almost missed that. An enigmatic formula. This formula is written paper with complex and needs to be analyzed. Water-rich blood sample. Instantly, okay. So serums like pots. Where do you get more materials like that? Feels like it's scarce. You definitely need more blood too. Wait, what was that? I thought that was a body, like someone hiding behind the door. How could we miss that item right there? It was shining, so good thing we saw that. I see you. Get his blood. We need more blood. What is that? Eye? Oh, it's tea. It's tea for the serums. Okay. Where do we go now? How do we get out of here? I think we gotta go back upstairs. So we used a serum, an expensive serum. Whoa, 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 whoa. Was that glowing before? A watch. So we fought our first battle. John Doe, what a name too. Hospital stable. Okay. Let's run, let's run, let's run. Nothing on that, right? Okay. Hawkins. Hawkins and her.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Doc.
Wasn't it her?
How would you describe this situation?
It's serious.
It's gotta be her. How do you details? Hooks, yeah, they're together. I just gotta get her caught in it. There you go.
Pepper, are you sure you want to leave this hospital?
To become a nurse was a little girl's dream. But in the end, I don't feel that useful. I want more. I want to make things change.
But you're doing something important here. For all the patients who need your help.
We save lives, sure. Each time we send a cured patient home, it's a relief beyond words. But since the epidemic, I feel so powerless.
There you go. We need one more. But she needs 3, so we need 2. We need more. We want a max experience we can get. I want the personal thing, the affair. Guess we still don't have that unlocked.
Goodbye now.
We gotta talk to Hooks. Hooks is the ambulance driver.
They may lack the resources, but
Yes,
we have
Doc.
some of the most brilliant minds in London.
Exactly how...
It really depends. Doctors.
Please, could you point me in the direction of the morgue again?
It's the large boarded up building behind the hospital. You can't miss it. The key I gave you will open the small back door to it.
Why then do you always work the nights? Don't you ever sleep?
At the Pembroke, we're always hands on deck.
Your dedication to the Pembroke does you credit, Nurse Crane, but when do you sleep?
We staff get our sleep when we can, Doctor. Nursing is a vocation, not the labor of a journeyman.
Lack of sleep and the medical profession always ends in disaster. I've witnessed many a colleague succumb to stimulants to fight exhaustion. Drugs were as deadly as bullets in the trenches.
London's trenches start here at Pembroke Hospital. We are on the front line, make no mistake.
That's all for now, Nurse Crane.
Craft the treatment for fatigue. I do want to talk to the Hooks.
Good evening.
I'm okay.
Any new information?
How painful.
So pain.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to.
Oh yeah, we already did that.
I have to...
I'm all right.
What about the
Don't
mother?
waste your time with me.
Good evening.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Nothing new. I do want to talk to Hicks though. Let's talk to Hicks. No, Hooks. He should be at the front of the hospital. The ambulance driver. Where'd he go? Must be so lonely. The only one back here. Oh, Hooks. Where'd you go, buddy? Is that you? No, that's a doctor. Let's talk to him too.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous
Tippets.
Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
So it's healthy. What about R? It's level 2. We definitely need to get that up. I want to suck his blood.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's not exactly the best situation in London either. I can't have expected this hospital to be prepared for what was to come.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever
Brannigan.
and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
Yeah, wrong. Admire, huh? That's
I'll go
also a
even
different
further.
meaning.
If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
I see
Any
what you
opinion
did
about
there.
the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
Huh.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No, we must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more unto the breach.
Nurse Brannigan is worried about you, Doctor.
She should not have told you that. I will have a word with her.
You don't have to blame her for her honesty.
Did we just get in trouble?
I'm not that kind of man, my dear Jonathan. Actually, Nurse Brannigan's opinion is the only one I may listen to.
Huh, interesting. Are they like something between those two that we should know about?
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Brannigan. Have we met a nurse yet named Brannigan? Brannigan? Where's Hooks? That's who I want to meet.
Good evening, Nurse.
Good evening.
Why does Dr. Tippett claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
It's a lot of experience. We could definitely use her.
Goodbye.
She was Brannigan. There's an unknown over there. Hooks! Been looking for you, buddy. What you guys doing here, huh?
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doc.
Do you know that Nurse Hawkins is thinking of leaving the hospital?
That's not a surprise. We've talked about it already.
Does it not bother you?
Sometimes I think she may be right. We should run away while we can. Question is, where can we go? Where is it safe?
True. Can't run from vampires.
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good.
One more, guys. One more. And we can eat him.
Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
Yeah. You do you.
I'd like...
Wise choice.
What you got, man? What you got? 350, that's a lot though. I do need these handy parts. I definitely need them. Should I get these? I wish they could show us how many inventory we have of that specific item. We don't have a lot of money left, so we gotta be careful. Investigation succeeded. Nice. Craft a treatment for fatigue. Is it inside? It's inside. Where? Is it outside? It's upstairs. Okay, back to our room. Back to our room, guys. I do want to suck that guy's blood though. He's not ready. Okay, we use my power up in here. Should be this corridor. Oh yeah. Patient's room. Let's sleep first. Okay, so we're not level 10 yet. We can be invisible. I do want to increase our health first and our stamina. To me, that's more important right now. Can we do another 600? Yes, we can. Awesome, we got a lot of health, guys. We gotta go to bring the medicine to Dorothy Crane. Census. Therma. We're not ready yet. We're still missing 2 for that guy. 2 for her. That's a headache. We don't even have any hints on that guy. Dorothy, where'd you go?
Finally! Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Diseases. Diseases decrease the blood quality of a citizen. Use the correct medicine to heal them. Speak to the patient in the room behind Dorothy to check his medical status. Is it him?
Good evening, Doctor.
She was blocking the way, so I
Goodbye.
couldn't talk to the son.
This hospital seems to be falling apart. But
Good.
in the
I'm okay.
circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Yep. How do you do? I didn't see
I have
it.
to go now.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
This hospital seems to be falling apart.
Good
But
evening,
in the
Mr. Gardner.
circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
How do I use his
I have to go.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
We missed it. I don't know.
This hospital seems to be falling apart.
Good evening,
But in
Mr.
the
Goswick.
circumstances, I'm
How are
willing
you?
I'm okay.
to give you the doubt.
I have to go now, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Doctor.
Goodbye.
I want to talk to your son.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick.
I'm okay.
How do you use it? Oh my gosh.
I have to go.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Skill combos. We had to reset because we missed it. How to apply that?
Guys, there's a hospital. That's Pembroke nowadays. This dead flesh needs it.
I'm alright. Don't waste your...
Good evening, Mr. Goswick.
I'm okay.
How do I use it? Oh my god.
I have to go.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
So we gotta go upstairs now.
Please, Jonathan, come in. fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of...
Level 6.
The hospital? A brand new life? How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea. But my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
It may seem strange, but your words have brought me some comfort here.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
I'm not some doe-eyed student, Edgar. I understand we both have something to gain from this relationship.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Let's talk to him. I want to know more.
Jonathan?
I have just a few.
Then ask away.
You mentioned something about a secret society. A brotherhood, if I recall. Could you elaborate?
Certainly. I've been a member of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole for several years. We are pledged to monitor and report vampire activity in England as impartial scientific observers.
Yet you don't fear me. And still, you know the monster that lurks beneath the civilized surface.
The Brotherhood has studied your kind for centuries. We believe you are as supernatural as a lion is to a gazelle.
That explains your nightly wanderings about the docks and the questions you ask.
I feel it wasn't mere coincidence that led us to that part of town. There was something as yet unseen that set those chain of events in motion.
Since you seem quite the expert on vampires, what could you tell me about my condition and how it came about?
As men of science, our first step is always to start with what we know. Forget the myths, the hackneyed scrawlings, and the penny dreadfuls. They do not scratch the surface of the truth you now find yourself in.
The sun. The morning following my transformation. Its rays burned me. There was pain, smoke, and my skin blackened.
You will find there is very little that can kill a vampire, my friend. You have been offered relative immortality. The sun will most certainly hurt you, leaving you weakened and damaged, but it will not destroy you.
Really now? So you're telling me if I stay under the sun the whole day, it will not kill me?
Must I
It's gonna hurt.
take a life to live?
you are a vampire. You feed, and blood is the sole sustenance that can sustain your immortal frame. And only a living creature contains the nourishment you require.
Since I'm the one working for you, what should I know about Pembroke Hospital?
Well, for many years, we have been the only medical facility in this part of town that people can rely on. We support the community here, as well as provide health care.
Where do we stand today?
Well, to be honest, we cope on a day-to-day basis. The first wave of the Spanish flu last summer took us by surprise. We lack many of the basic necessities needed.
What do you expect of me?
What we need is hope. You were a soldier. This is a war. This white coat's still a uniform. We fight to help the poor, the sick of the East End, the forgotten.
The man we pursued and slew in the canning factory, William Bishop, I believe, was he a vampire?
He was a Skald, technically speaking. The debate rages as to their classification. Some think them a subspecies of vampire, others something else.
How do Skulls come into existence?
The name means slave. The etymology may indicate that they are a lesser species of vampire. From what I know, vampires tend to despise them.
Like zombies, right?
Just for clarity, what differences are there between myself and a Skull?
A Skull is easier to eliminate, Jonathan, even if they remain formidable foes for the unprepared. Vampires... Now, vampires exist beyond the mortal realm.
That didn't help much, but okay.
We'll see each other.
What do you got in this room, huh, buddy? You got any important stuff I can take? I mean, borrow. Letter for Rakesh Shadana. Dear Dr. Swansea. Which made me a doctor during the war. That saved many lives. Former doctor. Okay. It's another doctor. Information about another doctor. We're definitely gonna go over there. Nothing else, that's it? Warning letter. I must inform you on the deepest reservations concerning Dr. Toro. Okay, so Mr. Fiddick. Acolyte, yeah. There you go. We got another hint from him. Cool, awesome. More rare species of vampires. Wow, that's long. I'll let you guys read it for yourself. Just pause the video. Usually we can find that few moments where they know from the night by Usher Taltree, primate of St. Paul. Well, we definitely gotta collect all of them if we can. Okay, that's it for this room. Talk to the hospital benefactor. Are these open yet? No, not yet. They're the second floor. I thought this was the second floor.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Oh, hello, we meet again.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again.
Likewise.
You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Can we work with her?
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Have any of the patients given you trouble?
These poor souls have so little left to live for. I do my best to ease their pain.
The world would be a better place if it were cared for by women like you.
You make me blush. I am simply a necessary evil.
Pardon my boldness.
As a newborn, your hunger for answers is rivaled only by your thirst for blood. But the questions need wait.
I'm a scientist. My trade is in the deciphering of mysteries, and I need information to feed my mind.
I will gladly answer every question you have, but first, prove yourself capable of resolving my predicament without eating the culprit.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
What are your expectations? Please be precise.
As the newly appointed surgeon of this hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and deftly learn the identity of my blackmailer.
Okay.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient or their family.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
Yes, you are.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
Harriet Jones.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Okay. She's gonna answer all our questions, guys. This was not openable earlier. I walked through that so many times. Are you ready yet? Nope. What about you? Ah, not yet.
Good evening. Have you heard rumors of underhand dealings in the hospital?
If you want to know what's going on here, you better talk to Miss Jones. She knows everything. Especially what she shouldn't.
I was
Goodbye
just
for
about
now.
to do that.
Damn. The pain.
Good
I
evening.
need blood, Doctor.
Have you heard of any blackmailing going on within these walls?
I have no time for mortal games. My secrets are big.
Tell me, Thelma, why do you feel so attached to Mr. Elwood? Why him?
I'm not sure, Doctor. I think we have a bond of some sort. We've both suffered so much. He's the only mortal I find interesting.
But you're kind of crazy, no?
Do you plan to make him a vampire too?
Of course not. How could I inflict my curse on anybody else? I'm not that cruel, Doctor.
Would you say you and Mr. Elwood are romantically involved?
No. No, Thomas is a delicate soul. Even though he disguises it. But I am not the woman he needs. No, for I am a vampire, Doctor.
Yep, you're a vampire, you need another vampire.
I'll leave.
Damn. The pain.
Simpletons, these nurses. Bred with no respect.
Hello again.
Goodbye, Miss.
The one talking just now.